Hey everyone, so it's Sarah. Today I filmed this super quick and easy peachy summer look for you guys. Absolutely love the way this turned out. It honestly took me no time at all and you don't have to be super precise with it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so I am going to prime my face using 2 steps today because I'm super extra. So first I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Quick Fix. And this is just a priming spray, so it just hydrates, and I figured for summer makeup, you really want your face to be nice and hydrated because my face tends to get dry all the time, and yeah. So I'm just going to cover my one eye while I'm doing this. I'm just going to mist this over my face. The reason why I'm using this is because it also reduces redness and then, like I said, adds moisture. And rather than like adding a heavy moisturizer on, I figured this was like super lightweight and you wouldn't have to worry about your makeup kind of moving around underneath. And then on top of that, I'm just going to use my Becca Aqua Luminous primer. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just apply it to my face, focusing on the high points. I'm just going to let that set and sink in while we finish the eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow is super easy. I kind of just wanted to do something peachy, and I just got the Morphe 35O palette, which isn't exactly peachy, it's more like orange. First, we are going to prime our eyes. So I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of this. Then I'm going to take my smaller beauty blender and just blend that out. And then because I'm super extra, I'm also going to use my primer potion in the shade Fix. This is from Urban Decay. And I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of this. Just because it was my first time using these shadows, so I figured I would give it a fair chance using an eyeshadow base. And then taking a little bit of my Cover FX Loose Translucent Setting Powder, I'm just going to set that base. Just applying a light layer of this all over the lid and up to the brow bone. Okay, so our eyes all primed. Now we're going to go in with the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to be taking this warm brown shade here. Wait, this warm brown shade. It's the hardest time pointing at things. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy crease brush. So I'm using my Urban Decay Pro Smoky Crease Brush. And I am just going to fluff this into the crease and then on the eyelid. So I'm just applying a light wash of color. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this warmer, more orangey tone right here. And I'm just going to go over that. Just over everything that we just did. Then I'm going to go back in with a clean fluffy brush and blend that all out. Okay, and then because I did it on the other eye, so I have to do it on this one, I took a little bit of this bright orange shade on the same fluffy brush and then just very, very lightly went over that. But I ended up thinking it was too orange and then I go cover it, but I just want to make sure the eyes are even. Okay, and then I thought it was too orange, so I mixed some of our original transition shade up here and then this white shade, and I just went over with that clean crease brush and just went over that just to mute the color a little. I know it seems a little bit counterproductive, but like I said, I wanted to make them even, and it got a little bit more orange than I anticipated. So that's basically it for the eyeshadow. We're just going to, well, I'm just going to go apply some false lashes, and then we're going to finish our face makeup and finish our lower lash line. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I got my beads on and I feel like a real human being again. I freaking love these eyelashes. I'm addicted. Thanks a lot, Katie and Desi. You hooked me. Alright guys, so next we are going to move on to the face makeup. So I'm going to keep it pretty minimal. We're going to use mostly all cream products. Yeah, so let's get started. So I'm going to be using a BB cream today, and I'm using my favorite one so far is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream, and I use the shade light medium right now. So I just put a bunch on the back of my hand, and then I apply it exactly like a foundation. I just dot it all over my face, and then I blend it in with a beauty blender. I've been using this stuff for years and years and years, and I just love it. So I'm just taking a big beauty blender and going to blend this all out. It doesn't give very much coverage, obviously, because it's a BB cream, so you can apply foundation if you feel more comfortable, but for summer I figured, why put a lot of makeup on your face? I just find it like so uncomfortable and like I'm suffocating. And because this foundation is like really sheer coverage and we applied the Luminous primer, your face still looks really glowy. I'm just gonna wait a second for that to dry. I always find that if I go in straight away with more foundation, that I can end up looking a lot cakier than I want to, whereas if I let it dry for a minute and settle in and sit, then I feel like I can really notice where I actually need the foundation and where I don't. Or maybe I just decide that I'm just going to go in with concealer instead of any more foundation. So just applying a little bit more to my cheeks and to my nose. Then I'm actually going to go in with two concealers because I'm super annoying. So I'm going to go in with the Becca Aqua Luminous, and I'm just going to put this closer to my eye. Just like right up in here. And then I'm going to apply a very, very small amount of my Tarte Shape Tape. And I don't want to apply too much because the rest of our foundation isn't very full coverage, so I don't want to apply a concealer that's going to be super crazy full coverage where you can still see all the rest of our imperfection on our face. It would be a little bit funny looking. So I'm just going to apply a little bit where I feel like I need it. So it's literally one blemish and then a little bit around the sides of my nose because they're still really red, and then I just applied that under my eyes. So we're going to blend out the under eyes. And the reason why I applied the Becca Aqua Luminous concealer closer to my eyes is because this Tarte Shape Tape can settle into fine lines a little bit, and I feel like my under eyes are really dry right now. So you could also just use the Becca concealer. It's just I needed a little bit more coverage under my eyes today because I am quite tired. Also, the Tarte Shape Tape is like pretty light for me right now, and the Becca Aqua Luminous is quite a bit darker, so the two of them mixed together just make a really nice color that's not super highlighting under my eyes, but still brightening, but closer to my actual skin color. And I find with the Tarte Shape Tape, I don't have to set it because it does, I do feel like it kind of like sets itself. So I'm just going to go back in with the butt end of the Beauty Blender and blend out all the edges. So next we are going to go in with liquid bronzer. So I am using the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and this is in the shade Sunkissed, so it's the lighter of the two bronzer shades. And I promise you, you need the smallest amount of this product, and you need to blend it out right away because it sets so quickly. So I'm just going to apply combs my hair out of the way. Just going to apply, the stupid hair won't go away. A couple dots, and I'm going to go a little bit higher than my actual cheekbones, just so when I blend it out, it doesn't look like our cheekbones have kind of sunken down. And I'm going to use the smaller beauty blender so I can keep the product in the place that I want to. Alright guys, so now that I have my cream bronzer on, or my liquid bronzer really, I applied it to my temples, my cheekbones, and the sides of my face, and then under my jaw a little bit. And now we are going to go in with cream highlight. So I'm going in with the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Kitten. And this is like a really cool textured, it's like a putty highlighter. And I'm just going to take some of this and apply it to our cheekbones. I'm just going to use my finger. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. I'm going to take this one actually. Woo! Yes! Great, and then I'm just going to finish my lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the first shade that we used in the transition, for our transition color, so this light warm brown. And of course, you guys already know, I'm going to take it on, actually you don't know, yes you do. I'm going to take it on my Urban Decay Pro Smoky Smudger brush. And then I'm going to take some of the more orangey tone here and apply that with the pencil brush just underneath the lash line. So next we are going to set our face before we do our lips. So instead of using a powder to set all the creams, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. And this will just keep all the creams in place without, like I said, having to add a powder. So alright guys, so next I am going to, I think I'm going to keep the look monochromatic, but we will always see because I tend to always change my lip colors. So we're going to be using the Kylie Lip Kit in Dirty Peach and see how this goes. So I'm just going to fill in my lips and line them using the lip liner. Okay, so I think it's a little bit too much peach. So I'm going to take a little bit of Ludwig just to lighten it up a little bit. I like that a lot better. It's still peachy, but it's a little bit more on the nude side. I feel like it kind of complements the eye rather than just matches it. Alright guys, so this is the final look. It was super quick and easy. It took me like 20 minutes to do my makeup even while talking to you guys. So I just went for something super peachy and simple. Like I said, a wash of color. The eyelashes really kind of bring it all together, and I like the monochromatic look. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos from me in the future. And we will see you all again very soon. Bye everyone!